Yo, what's going on, Karma Nation? It's your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS, coming to you guys live with another NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for January 17th, 2022 on a Monday. Happy MLK Day to everybody. Happy birthday, MLK, even though, fun fact, his birthday is actually the 15th, but it's going to be the third Monday, I believe, of every January month in the year. So, yeah, happy MLK Day. We got a good 5-gamer coming up tonight. We do have an early slate, but I'm not going to be covering that for the sake of time. If you guys do have questions about the early slate, I'm going to be playing it myself. I'm pretty sure a couple of experts in there are going to be playing it as well. So make sure to join up at the chat NBA or chatdfs.com in the NBA room, where we're going to be discussing all of that information. It's free. Chat room is free. Down in the description below, along with that, will be a description to our packages and all that other sort of stuff, our articles, and yeah. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the review for last night. Obviously, it was a 3-game slate. Pretty small slate. A lot of big ownership percentages, so obviously, it's hard to differentiate yourself there, but there were plays to get the job done. Nikola Jokic started off as the best, I think the highest scoring player on the slate, so you needed him. Obviously, top karma value, love that. Jordan Poole did very well as well in his minutes. Was a top karma value play there. Rudy Gobert smashed as well. Christian Wood smashed. Donovan Mitchell smashed. De'Aaron Fox got hurt. This is when Halliburton wasn't in, or was still ruled in. So obviously we didn't get a portal update since then. It kind of sucked. Same with Marvin Bagley. But these top plays smashed by itself. And then, of course, in the Discord channel as well, we talked about Davion Mitchell, Terrence Davis. Both plays needed to take some huge down. We talked about Kuminga. I had Kuminga in a core. I mean, it's all there. Bojan right here as well. Bojan had a good night. Will Barton had a decent night. Rashawn Holmes did not have a good night. As you go down more, the worse the plays get. But, I mean, some of these plays were vital. Kevin Porter Jr., Otto Porter, Jalen Green, Buddy Hield, all those guys went off. Even Aaron Gordon. So, yeah, the portal just doesn't miss. Doesn't seem like it misses that often. Obviously, there are some dud players here and there, but the usual karma value, the top 5, maybe even 10 sometimes, don't miss. So you guys take a look at the portal if you guys are signed up. If you're not, again, link down in the description below. But okay, sorry for all the rambling. Let's go ahead and get to the 5-gamer. Portland at Orlando, first game on the slate, and rip Simons because CJ's coming back. Dame out, Larry Nance out. This is new. Ellaby is doubtful. Cody Zeller is out. Norman Powell is questionable as well. But big news here. CJ McCollum comes back. Bumped down to Simons, Nurkic, Covington, Little, McLemore especially. And with Ellaby being out, I mean, you're going to see more usage to DSJ off the bench. Maybe some McLemore there as well, but I'm not probably touching that. But the big news, like I said, CJ's coming back. So all these guys are basically out of play for me as of now. Their prices are just way too inflated. They're priced to be without Dame and CJ, and CJ came back. So I'm going to be probably off all these guys. We don't even know if Norman Powell's coming back, and if he comes back, then everyone's basically unplayable. Moving on to the Orlando side, Wendell's already ruled out. Thank you for that. Markelle Fultz, Michael Carter-Williams, Jonathan Isaac, Etuan Moore, all out for tomorrow. I mean, it's been the same thing with this team. Obviously, Portland getting CJ back is good for their offense. Not too sure about for their defense. Cole Anthony, 7.3K, very, very cheap. Super high upside if this game stays close. I like him. We need to make sure Jalen Suggs stays on the bench, though. But Cole Anthony, 7.3K, love his upside here at that price. Franz Wagner, to me, only a great play if Mo Bamba sits. Mo Bamba's going to be playing, so obviously it's a bump down to him. Jalen Suggs, if he starts, I do like him at 4.8K. If he sits, I'm not on him. Or if he comes from the bench at least. And the rest of these guys, with the players getting more healthy as time and time goes by, I'm going to be off of them more. Like Jalen Suggs directly hurts Gary Harris, also directly hurts Terrence Ross. And then Robin Lopez is out of play for me with Mo Bamba back in the lineup. We'll see if he starts tomorrow, Mo, but I'm not going to be touching either of them. Mo Wagner has been insane in GPPs. I hit him on the nights. All right, miss him on the nights he goes off, and I'm on him on the nights that he completely does. So don't take my word for it. If I tell you I'm playing him, definitely don't play him. If I tell you that I'm fading him, play him. So obviously it's tough with the centers getting a little more healthy now. Mo Bamba's back, but I'm not replaying Wagner. So if you want on GPP play, it's right there. Toronto at Miami next game on the slate. Gary Trent is questionable. Ken Birch out, Goran out, Aaron Baines out, so everyone else is getting healthier. Scotty, I believe, is coming back from a game that he just missed. So the prices here, like I said, for the other game, pretty inflated. Obviously, Fred VanVleet has had his moments this year. Always a good GPP play just because of his upside. But there is a lot of usage to go around with these guys now healthy. So I'm going to be fading OG, Scotty, probably. And then depending on who starts tomorrow, I like the center. Precious, I believe, started and went off like he usually does in his minutes. Chris Boucher is playing like the 4 and the 5, so it's weird to see his minutes as of now with Gary Trent out. And Scotty Barnes was out last game, so he played a lot of the 4. But if Gary Trent's out as well, Chris Boucher gets a little bump because Chris gets slotted into those 4 minutes instead of just strictly 5 minutes because they don't have any backups there that are at least NBA ready. So we got to watch that Gary Trent news. And besides that, that wraps up everything that I like on that game, or at that team at least. The Miami side, I believe Bam is coming back. So bump down to Yurt 7, bump down to Deadmon, bump down to the rebounds of these guys because Bam's going to be back. Oh, but Kyle Lowry's out. That's a good one. Kyle Lowry is out, so Jimmy Butler bump up. We'll see how much or how many minutes Bam gets his first game back. I don't believe it'll be over 20 or something because it is a thumb injury. He should be... he should be limited, I guess. Actually, I don't know. It's a thumb injury. He had some thumb surgery. So I'm not too sure about that. We're going to have to monitor the minute news for Bam. If he is anything under 20-25, Jimmy Butler should see a ton of ball handling. Tyler Hero should as well. But I do like Jimmy here. I do think he has a lot of upside without Kyle Lowry. I don't know if I'd take anyone else. PJ Tucker gets a bump down with Bam coming back. Max Strus. Strus maybe? Damn. Strus played 28 minutes last game. Interesting. But it's tough because there are a lot of guards that are healthy now for him again. So next game, OKC at Dallas. Heinrich Williams out. This guy, Vit Krejci, don't know who he is. Haven't seen him play a single minute. So doesn't even matter. Are out tomorrow. With that being said, Shea at 8.2 catches my eye. He's been playing really, really well as of late, even against a good defensive Cleveland team. They're not going to be at home now. Dallas has been looking a lot better as of late as well, so it's going to be tough for OKC in this matchup. I might do a full fade here. Obviously, Lu Dort's price entices me at 5.3K. Baisley has been playing super well off the bench, but again, against a tougher defensive team, a slower team in Dallas who has been looking really good as of late. This will probably be a contrarian spot for me, and I'm probably not going to attack it as of now. Dallas side, Luka, KP back, played under 30 minutes. If he plays above 30, love that spot for him. No one else needs to be really mentioned on. There's no other big news. So, like I said, KP back, Luka usage goes down, Brunson usage goes down. All these guys get a bump down. The last game that KP played in, they won pretty pretty well, I guess pretty handedly. So, like I said, I do like him if he plays above 30-ish minutes. We're going to have to see the minute limit for him tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, you can attack OKC. They're not that great of a defensive team, but this game should be pretty slow-paced. Phoenix at San Antonio, next game on the slate. We saw Ayton leave in the first quarter of today's game, early morning game. Didn't come back. We'll see if he plays tomorrow. If he sits tomorrow, you're going to see JaVale McGee, huge bump. What's his name? A huge bump as well. Jalen Smith, huge bump as well. But you got to remember, they do have Biyombo. And he did play 13 minutes in the game yesterday. Maybe it was blowout minutes. JaVale McGee started second half, went nuts, and then didn't play anymore. So these three guys are going to be in play without Ayton. Obviously, it's going to be tough to tell who's going to be the main beneficiary. It was perfect before because you only had Jalen Smith and JaVale McGee to worry about. But now you have the third center. We're going to have to see who starts. And that's going to be the key, in my opinion. I do like Jalen Smith the most. He seems the most polished. Not the most polished because he is sort of still a young player, but he can do a lot more on the court than these other guys. He can rebound like they can. He can shoot like they can't. And he can still defend. So that's going to be something to note. And if Booker's out, or if Ayton's out, sorry, I do like Booker as well. Picked up a ton of the scoring load. If Cam Johnson sits still, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, decent plays. Cameron Payne, definitely a good GPP play without Cam Johnson. And that's it for me on that team. On the San Antonio side, we have no one, just Trey Jones. That's good. This team is getting more healthy. Portal's coming back. He's going to be an interesting play tomorrow if no Ayton. Derek White, I think, had a minute limit last game. If he's off his minute limit for this game, I do like him at 6.5K. I think that's way too cheap for him. Dejounte Murray will get a bump down with Derek White being back in the lineup, so I'm not going to look at him there. And besides that, with all these guys healthy, I'm probably not going to target anyone else on this team. Keldon Johnson's interesting at 5.1K, but I think his upside is always capped because the usage just runs through the guards too much. And so I'm probably not going to touch anyone else. Utah at Lakers. Utah on a back-to-back. Lakers on the worst stretch of games in the LeBron era. Not really. Sort of. Actually, yeah. It's going to be an interesting place to attack here because the Lakers are easy to attack. Usually you stack people against the Lakers because of how fast they play and how bad they are. So Utah is on a back-to-back. Donovan Mitchell showed out last night in Denver. 48.8 fantasy points. I like him here again. Obviously, the back-to-back does worry me a little bit. But the Lakers are the Lakers. They're still ass. So Donovan Mitchell, 9K. Not bad of a GPP play considering everyone is back to healthy. Rudy Gobert, 8.3K, should eat tomorrow against the Lakers. Again, we want to make sure these guys are okay off a back-to-back coming off of COVID. So that's a huge thing to note. We'll see tomorrow with the news, but as of now, I do like him at 8.3K. I think that's reasonable for his production here. Besides that, not too sure if I go anywhere else with everyone healthy. Those are the main two guys of the team anyways. Maybe Bog. Maybe. Yeah. I think that's it for me here. Thank you guys for tuning in again to another NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video. The views have been going up. The likes have been going up a ton. So I appreciate you guys as always. Yeah, it's been your boy Tristan, a.k.a. Sriracha DFS. Have a good MLK day. Good luck in your contest tomorrow. Enjoy the 3-day weekend if you have it. And yeah, let's cash out. Appreciate y'all. Your boy. I'm out. Peace.